Hey, coin hunters. Imagine this: you're casually going through your pocket change, maybe looking for enough quarters to feed the parking meter, and then boom, you stumble across a penny worth $2,000. Yep, you heard me right. A penny. Worth $2,000. And not just any penny, it's the 1972 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. In today's video, we're diving into the nitty-gritty of this incredible coin. Why is it worth so much? What makes it special? And, most importantly, could you have one hiding in your jar of coins? Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for and maybe even be $2,000 richer. Alright, let's start with the basics. The 1972 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, what's the deal with it? First, let's break it down. No-mint mark simply means this penny was minted in Philadelphia. Philly didn't bother stamping their coins with a little letter back in the day, so if there's no D or S under the year on your penny, it likely came from Philadelphia. But hold up, not every 1972 penny is worth $2,000. Nope. That would be way too easy. The real jackpot lies in something called a double die obverse. Sounds fancy, right? It's basically a minting mistake where the design on the front of the coin is stamped twice, slightly off-center. The result? Lincoln's profile, the word liberty, and the phrase "In God We Trust" all look a little blurry or doubled. It's like the coin had a wild Friday night and woke up seeing double. Now, I know what you're thinking. Okay, how do I spot this magical coin? Grab a magnifying glass or your phone's camera if you're fancy like me and look closely at the lettering. If it's doubled, congratulations. You might just have one of these rare beauties. Let me tell you a quick story. A few years ago, I was helping my grandma sort through her mountain of old coins. I'm talking shoeboxes filled with pennies, nickels, and the occasional Canadian quarter because, those sneak in there somehow. Anyway, I wasn't expecting to find anything valuable, it was more of a bonding thing. But then, I spotted a 1972 penny. No mint mark. My heart skipped a beat. I ran to grab a magnifying glass, and there it was, doubling on the letters. I felt like Indiana Jones discovering treasure. Spoiler alert, it wasn't the rare kind. But hey, it taught me what to look for, and that's what matters. Okay, back to the facts. If you do find a 1972 double die obverse penny, the value can range from a couple $100 to over $2,000, depending on the condition. Coins in pristine, uncirculated condition are obviously worth more. So, if your penny looks like it's been through a war, or, just a washing machine, it might not fetch top dollar, but it's still worth checking out. Why is this coin so valuable? Well, rarity is a big part of it. Only a small number of these errors made it out of the mint. And coin collectors? Oh, they go bananas for stuff like this. It's like Pokemon cards for adults. The fewer there are, the higher the demand, and the bigger the payout. Now, let's talk strategy. If you want to increase your odds of finding one of these bad boys, start searching rolls of pennies from the bank. It's like treasure hunting, but without the risk of running into pirates. And don't just limit yourself to pocket change, ask friends and family if they have old coins lying around. You'd be surprised how many people have jars of pennies collecting dust. Alright, let's recap. The 1972 no-mint mark Lincoln penny with a double die obverse could be worth up to $2,000. To spot it, look for doubling on the letters and numbers on the front of the coin. Check your pocket change, search those dusty jars, and maybe even hit up the bank for rolls of pennies before you go. Let me leave you with this: coins are more than just loose change. They're history in your hands. And who knows? That penny in your pocket might just be your ticket to an incredible payday. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about coins that could make you rich or at least buy you a really nice dinner, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Trust me, you don't want to miss out on tips like these. And hey, drop a comment below if you've ever found a valuable coin. I'd love to hear your stories. Hey there, coin enthusiasts and curious minds. Imagine this: you're digging through your car's cup holder, looking for quarters to feed the parking meter, and out pops a humble penny. But wait, it's not just any penny. This little copper treasure could be worth a whopping $3,000. Yep, you heard that right. A penny. $3,000. Mind blown yet? Today, we're diving deep into the story of the 1996 D-Mint Mark Lincoln penny, a seemingly ordinary coin with an extraordinary value. I'll share what makes it so special, how you can spot one, and even throw in a little personal story about the time I almost missed out on a valuable coin. Spoiler, it involves coffee and a vending machine. Stick around because by the end of this video, you might just become $3,000 richer, or at least know what to look for. Alright, let's get into the nitty-gritty of the 1996 D Lincoln penny. First off, what's with the D? That's the mint mark, and it tells us this penny was struck at the Denver Mint. Denver's mint is like the Hollywood of coin production, lots of hits and a few hidden gems. So, why is this particular penny worth so much? It comes down to a rare error. Some 1996 D pennies were minted with a slight doubling in the design. Numismatists, aka the cool kids of the coin world, call this a double die error. It's subtle but valuable. We're talking about a doubling effect on Lincoln's profile or the lettering, like the words, "In God We Trust" or "Liberty." If you squint and see that extra detail, congratulations, you might just have a jackpot in your hand. Now, don't go rushing off to cash in every penny you've got. Condition matters a lot. A circulated coin you found in your couch cushions might fetch a few $100s, but a shiny, uncirculated one in pristine condition? That's where the $3,000 comes into play. Think of it like real estate, location, 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 except here it's all about condition, condition, condition. Here's a quick pro tip: grab a magnifying glass or even your phone's camera and look closely at the coin. If you spot any doubling or other oddities, you're onto something. And while you're at it, keep an eye out for any other unusual features, like off-center strikes or die cracks. These quirks can bump up the value even more. And now, let me tell you a quick story about my own penny adventure. One time, I was at a coffee shop. I ordered my usual black coffee, no sugar because I'm fancy like that, and paid in cash. The cashier handed me a few coins and change, and I almost tossed them into the tip jar. But then I noticed a penny with a strange glint. Something about it just screamed, "Check me out." Turns out, it wasn't a 1996 D, but it was a penny with a rare error worth about $100. Not bad for a coffee run, right? The moral of the story? Always check your change. You never know what treasures are hiding in plain sight. So, there you have it, the 1996 D Lincoln penny, a tiny piece of copper with the power to change your wallet. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just someone curious about coins, this is your chance to turn pocket change into serious cash. Remember, the key is in the details, the mint mark, the condition, and those rare errors. Before we wrap up, let me ask you this: when was the last time you actually looked at the coins in your pocket? Let me know in the comments because I'd love to hear your stories. And hey, if you find a 1996 D penny worth $3,000, don't forget to invite me to the celebration. If you enjoyed this video, smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on more tips about valuable coins and how to find them. I've got plenty more coming your way, from pennies worth millions to nickels that'll blow your mind. Hey there, coin hunters. Imagine this: you're digging around your couch cushions or your car's cup holder, and you find a penny. Nothing special, right? Just a humble little Lincoln penny. But what if I told you that one of those pennies could be worth $4,000? Yeah, you heard that right, $4,000 for a penny. It's like finding a golden ticket in a chocolate bar. So today, we're diving into the fascinating world of the 2000 no-mint Mark Abraham Lincoln penny. We'll uncover why it's worth so much, what to look for, and how you might already have one hiding in plain sight. Buckle up, because this is about to get interesting and maybe a little bit funny, too. Alright, let's start with the basics. The 2000 Abraham Lincoln penny without a mint mark comes from the Philadelphia Mint. But here's the kicker: not all 2000 pennies from Philly are worth $4,000. That would be way too easy, right? The ones that fetch the big bucks are in near perfect condition, graded MS68 or higher. Basically, they need to look like they've never even been touched, no scratches, no smudges, not even a fingerprint. Imagine a penny so pristine it looks like it just got Botox. Now, you're probably wondering, why the no mint mark thing? Coins minted in Philadelphia often don't have a mint mark, but collectors go wild for coins in flawless condition because they're super rare. It's like finding a unicorn at a petting zoo. Out of the billions of pennies minted in 2000, only a handful are in this perfect state. That's what makes them so valuable. Let me tell you a quick story. A couple of years ago, I was helping my grandma clean out her junk drawer, the drawer where everything goes to die. I found this jar of old pennies, and one of them was a 2000 penny. My heart skipped a beat. Could this be the jackpot? I pulled out my magnifying glass, Googled what to look for, and it was just a regular, beat-up penny. But it got me thinking, if my grandma's junk drawer could hold a tiny piece of treasure, maybe yours can, too. Now, let's talk about how to spot one of these $4,000 beauties. First, grab a magnifying glass or one of those fancy coin collector lenses. Look at the coin's surface. Does it shine like Edward Cullen in the sunlight? Are there no scratches, dents, or marks? Great. Then flip it over. Check the edges, are they sharp and clean? Perfect. But remember, even if your penny looks flawless, you'll need a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC to confirm its value. It's like getting a second opinion from a doctor, but way less scary. By the way, if you're like me and love a good bargain hunt, check your local flea markets, garage sales, or even online marketplaces. People often sell coins without knowing their true value. A friend of mine once bought a jar of old coins for $5 at a yard sale and found a rare penny worth $500. Talk about a sweet return on investment. So, there you have it, the 2000 no-mint Mark Abraham Lincoln penny, a tiny piece of copper that could turn into a small fortune. The next time you're tempted to toss your spare change into a tip jar or the bottom of your purse, think again. That little penny could be worth more than your monthly car payment. Before you go, I've got a challenge for you. Go through your coins, yes, all of them, and see if you can find a 2000 penny. Check its condition and let me know in the comments if you think you've struck gold or, well, copper. And hey, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. I've got plenty more tips, stories, and strategies to help you uncover hidden treasures in your spare change. Who knows? Maybe the next penny we talk about will make you a millionaire. Hey, coin hunters and curious minds. Have you ever found a penny in your pocket and thought, it's just a penny, right? Well, what if I told you that one single penny could be worth $5,000? Yes, you heard me right, $5,000. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of the 1971's Lincoln penny. By the end of this video, you might just be sprinting to your coin jars, flipping over every penny to find this jackpot. Stick around because not only are we going to talk about what makes this coin so valuable, but I'm also sharing a hilarious, and slightly embarrassing, story about the time I almost threw away a coin worth a small fortune. Let's get started. First, let's talk about the S mint mark. This tiny little letter below the year on your penny means it was minted in San Francisco. But wait, there's more to this story. Not every 1971's penny is valuable. The ones you're looking for are rare proof coins or coins with unique minting errors. These errors could include double die obverse, where the lettering or Lincoln's profile is doubled, or pristine proof coins that were never meant to be circulated. Here's the kicker, these coins are rare, but not unfindable. People have discovered them in circulation, hiding among the more ordinary coins. It's like finding a needle in a haystack, but the needle is made of gold. So, how do you know if your 1971's penny is the real deal? Grab a magnifying glass or, if you're fancy, a jeweler's loupe and check for it should be crisp and clear under the year. Look for doubled lettering or doubling on Lincoln's profile. Coins in mint condition, with no scratches or discoloration, are always worth more. If you spot these features, congratulations. You might just have a $5,000 penny on your hands. And now, let me share my story. A couple of years ago, I was cleaning out my car, a task I had been avoiding like the plague. In the cup holder, there was this sticky, gum-covered penny. I was this close to tossing it into the trash when something about the S caught my eye. I thought, could it be? Spoiler, it wasn't. But it taught me a valuable lesson: always double-check your change. That gum-covered penny? It turned out to be a 1995 double-die penny worth about $50. Not bad for a sticky situation, huh? Here's the thing, rarity and demand drive value. The 1971's penny's unique errors and limited production make it highly sought after by collectors. Plus, there's the nostalgia factor. People love anything tied to Abraham Lincoln. Add in a little competition among coin collectors, and suddenly, your pocket change is worth more than your paycheck. So, what's the takeaway here? Never underestimate the power of a penny. It might seem small and insignificant, but the 1971's Lincoln penny proves otherwise. Whether you're an experienced coin collector or just someone who loves a good treasure hunt, there's real money hiding in your pockets, car seats, and couch cushions. Before you go, here's my challenge for you: check your change. Dig through those jars, old wallets, or even your laundry pile. Who knows? You might just strike it rich. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about coins that could change your financial life, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications. I've got plenty more stories, tips, and coin hunting strategies coming your way. Hey there, coin enthusiasts and treasure hunters. Imagine this: you're digging through the change jar, searching for enough quarters to feed the parking meter, when suddenly, you spot a humble penny. Nothing unusual at first glance, right? But what if I told you that penny could be worth $6,000? Yep, you heard that right, $6,000 for one 1981 no-mint Mark Abraham Lincoln penny. Welcome to today's video, where we're diving into the fascinating world of rare coins and uncovering why this specific penny might just be your golden, or should I say copper, ticket. Stick around because you might be sitting on a small fortune without even knowing it. So, let's start with the basics. What's so special about the 1981 Lincoln penny with no mint mark? When a coin doesn't have a mint mark, it means it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. Back in 1981, they didn't add a P on pennies, saving themselves, I don't know, like 3 seconds per coin? Efficiency at its finest. But what makes this penny stand out isn't just the lack of a mint mark. It's all about rarity and condition. Now, here's where things get exciting. Only a handful of these 1981 pennies were struck with a particular kind of detail and craftsmanship. Coins that are graded in mint state condition, meaning they're practically untouched, are the ones fetching thousands of dollars at auctions. The key is to find one that's flawless or close to it. Speaking of condition, let's talk grading. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70. A penny that scores anywhere from 65 to 70 is what you're aiming for. These coins are so pristine, it's like they've been cryogenically frozen since the 80s. If your penny looks like it's been through a blender, well, it's probably not a $6,000 jackpot, but don't lose hope just yet. Even a coin in decent shape can be worth a pretty penny, pun absolutely intended. Now, let me tell you a quick story. A few years back, I was helping my grandma clean out her attic. She had this old coffee tin filled with coins. Naturally, I thought, this could be my lottery moment. I started sifting through them, and guess what I found? A 1981 penny with no mint mark. My heart skipped a beat. I mean, could this be my $6,000 find? Spoiler alert, it wasn't. Turns out it had a scratch the size of the Grand Canyon. But hey, the experience taught me 2 things. First, always check your change. Second, don't get too attached to your coffee tin dreams unless it's holding a mint condition coin. So, how do you know if your 1981 penny is the one? Here's a quick checklist: flip it over. No D, no S, just plain old penny goodness. Look for sharp details and no major scratches. Fun fact: 1981 was the last full year pennies were made with 95% copper. If your coin has that rich copper glow, you're off to a good start. Here's the moment you've been waiting for. A 1981 no mint mark penny in mint state condition can sell for up to $6,000 at auctions. That's right, this little piece of history can pay your rent for months or fund a dream vacation, but don't rush to sell it just yet. The market for rare coins fluctuates. It's always a good idea to consult with a coin expert or get it professionally graded before making any decisions. And now, I know what you're thinking: great, another reason to hoard pennies. But hey, it's not hoarding if you're investing, right? Besides, digging through your loose change is way more fun than scrolling social media for hours. And who knows, you might just find the needle in the haystack. So there you have it, the story of the 1981 no mint mark Lincoln penny that could change your life. It's proof that sometimes, the smallest things hold the biggest surprises. If you enjoyed today's video and want to learn more about coins worth money, rare finds, and hidden treasures, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you don't want to miss what we've got coming up next. And hey, while you're at it, give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Who knows? You might just inspire someone else to dig through their change jar and uncover a fortune. Alright, let's talk money. Not just any money, I'm talking about a tiny copper coin that could be worth a cool $7,000. Yes, you heard me right. That little penny sitting at the bottom of your junk drawer, the one you didn't even think twice about, might just be your ticket to some serious cash. Today, we're diving into the fascinating story of the 1986 no-mint Mark Abraham Lincoln penny. Why is it worth so much? What makes it special? And how can you tell if you've got one? Grab your coffee, sit back, and let's get to the bottom of this treasure hunt. So, here's the scoop. Back in 1986, the US Mint cranked out millions of pennies, as they do every year. Most of these were stamped with a mint mark, indicating where they were made: Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. But here's the catch: a small batch of pennies from the Philadelphia Mint went rogue and didn't get the usual P Mint mark. These are the 1986 no-mint Mark Lincoln pennies, and they become a hot commodity among collectors. Why, you ask? Well, coin collectors love a good mystery, and these pennies are like the Sherlock Holmes of currency. The missing mint mark makes them rare, and in the world of coin collecting, rare equals valuable. Think of it like this: if every penny were a pizza slice, the 1986 no-mint Mark penny is that one slice with extra cheese and pepperoni. It's just better. And now, before you start frantically checking your piggy bank, let me tell you what you're looking for. First, these pennies are made of copper-plated zinc, so they'll look like any regular penny at first glance. The key is in the details. On the front, you've got good old Honest Abe sitting proudly, and on the back, the Lincoln Memorial. But look closely at the front, just below the date. If there's no little P mark, you might have hit the jackpot. Here's a funny story. A couple of years ago, I was at a family gathering, and my aunt, who hoards loose change like it's gold, asked me to look through her collection. I wasn't expecting much, but lo and behold, there it was, a 1986 no-mint Mark penny. I joked with her that she was sitting on a small fortune while she complained about gas prices. She didn't sell it, though. She said it was her retirement plan. Classic Aunt Carol. And now, let's talk value. The current market value for a 1986 no-mint Mark penny in pristine condition can go up to $7,000. That's right, $7,000 for 1 cent. Of course, the condition is everything. If your penny looks like it's been through a war, it might not fetch that much, but even a slightly worn one can still bring in hundreds. So, if you've got one in great shape, it's time to start thinking about what you'd do with all that money. Maybe a vacation? Pay off some bills? Or just buy a lifetime supply of pizza? Your call. So, there you have it. The 1986 no-mint Mark Abraham Lincoln penny might just be the most valuable thing you didn't know you had. It's proof that sometimes, the smallest things can have the biggest impact. Now, before you run off to raid your couch cushions and car cup holders, let me hit you with this: if you enjoyed this little journey into the world of valuable coins, why not stick around? Hit that subscribe button and join me as we uncover more coins worth money, tips for collectors, and maybe even some fun stories along the way. Who knows? Your next big discovery might be closer than you think. Hey there, treasure hunters. Did you know there's a penny out there that's worth way more than its face value? I'm talking about a 1994 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny. That's right, this little copper coin, the one you probably pass by every day, could be worth a jaw-dropping $8,000. Imagine reaching into your pocket, pulling out some change, and realizing you've just found a mini fortune. Sounds crazy, right? But it's not. Today, I'm diving deep into why this specific penny is so valuable, how to spot one, and a little story about how I almost tossed a rare coin without realizing it. Stick around, you don't want to miss this. Let's kick things off by breaking down what makes the 1994 no-mint Mark penny so special. First off, what does no-mint Mark even mean? When coins are produced, they usually have a tiny letter indicating where they were made. For example, pennies with a D were minted in Denver, and those with an S came from San Francisco. But if there's no letter? That means the coin was minted in Philadelphia. Now, the 1994 no-mint Mark penny isn't rare because of where it was minted. It's all about its condition and specific features. Collectors are always on the hunt for pennies in pristine condition, ones that look like they just rolled off the press. If your penny has sharp details, no scratches, and a shiny finish, you're in the game. But here's the kicker: there's a grading system for coins, ranging from poor to mint state. To fetch that $8,000 payday, your 1994 penny needs to be in almost perfect condition, known as MS67 or higher. Basically, if your penny looks like it's been through the laundry a few times, it's probably not worth much. But hey, don't give up hope, there's always a chance. Now, let me tell you a quick story. A few years ago, I was cleaning out my car. You know how coins just accumulate in cup holders? I found this super shiny penny and almost threw it into one of those coin counting machines. But something stopped me. I thought, this penny looks different. Turns out, it wasn't a 1994 no-mint mark penny, but it was still worth $50. $50 for a penny. From then on, I promised myself I'd always double-check my change. Moral of the story, never underestimate the value of your pocket change. So, how can you spot a valuable 1994 penny? Here's a quick checklist. If you think you've got one, don't just post it on social media asking if it's valuable. Take it to a professional coin grader or a trusted collector. They'll give you the real scoop. Alright, folks, we've covered a lot today. From what makes the 1994 no-mint mark penny special to how you can potentially turn it into $8,000, I hope you're feeling inspired to dig through your change jars. And remember, it's not just about the money, it's about the thrill of the hunt, the stories behind these coins, and the history they carry. Now, before you start rummaging through your couch cushions, I've got a little favor to ask. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about coins that could make you rich, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you don't want to miss my upcoming videos where I'll share more tips, strategies, and hidden treasures in your pocket change.